What's going on, guys? So I just recently picked this one up from Amazon. I had high hopes for it, and it exceeded my hopes for this fragrance. This stuff is fantastic. Today we're talking about Joop Homme Le Parfum. Let's talk about it. Stay tuned. So I'm loving that they kind of stuck with kind of the color scheme and theme to the original. It's a darker hue, this purplish pink kind of color with the gold print. It says Le Parfum. Same cap and atomizer style with the gold atomizer. And it does put out nice and wide. Man, but this scent, okay, I'll have the notes on screen. It's simplistic, but this is much more of an earthy floral than I thought it was going to be. That's what's so impressive to me. In the top, there is a little bit of spice here. There's a lot of sweetness. It's a sweet floral fragrance. I could see this being a little too feminine for some. But if you like iris, you're going to need to check this one out. I paid $47 from Amazon for this 125 ml 4.2 ounce bottle. I think this was a great pickup for me. As an iris fragrance lover, this was a great addition to my collection. This is so much better than the original. I don't even get much relation to the original scent profile. The sweetness, sure, and maybe there's a little hint of spice in the backdrop that there's no notes for supposedly in this note breakdown. But the way the iris comes across here, it is very aromatic. So the florals here come across earthy, more of a violet smell. It's like the root of the flower in many ways, but it's still waxy and powdery. It's a very waxy makeup bag type of iris. I still have it on my hand too. From hours and hours ago. It's still around my neck and everything. I have just been basking in this sillage today. I'm shocked at how good this one is. So as it starts to settle down, it becomes more of a powdery vanilla scent in the deeper dry down. There is a praline note in here, which I think is more so in kind of the beginning stages of the fragrance. I think that's the sweet note that you really get because the sweetness changes. The floral tone changes. It's pretty much a two-dimensional fragrance is what I get from this because at the top it's bright. There's a little underlying spice, like I was saying, a lot of sweetness, and a big hit of this earthy floral iris violet kind of tone going on. And then as it settles down, it's a softer floral powdery tone. The earthiness kind of goes away, almost like a musky floral in some ways, with this creamy vanilla smell. It's pretty distinctive that it's a vanilla sweetness as it dries. Just magnificent. It was just a total blind buy. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. I haven't watched anything or read anything on it. It popped up as a recommendation when I got on Amazon. It was 47 bucks. I said, you know what? Why the hell not? You know? I saw the notes. I decided to go check the notes just to be sure. So, oh, it's an iris fragrance. Okay, now I'm really intrigued. And I'm so glad I did because this smells phenomenal. Performance on this one leaves nothing to be desired. Will be cloying in too much if you're the heavy spray type with this. Less is more. I did more than I probably should have. I have one on my hand. I have 5 around my neck. And it has been a strong scent bubble all day. So far, let me see what time it is. Currently 8:40. I sprayed it on at 11 o'clock this morning. So that's 9 hours and 40 minutes so far. Still going very strong. I can smell it without having to put my hand to my face. So we can safely say 10 plus hours of longevity. Now, the projection on this one is on the heavy side. The first 2 to 3 hours, it is really strong. That's what I'm saying. I think I sprayed a little too much with 6 sprays. I think it was more than I actually needed. I could have 3 or 4 sprayed this one and still had a really strong experience with this scent profile. Sillage, again, I would say more in that moderate to heavy range. The sillage is actually quite strong on this one as well. This is a room filler. My wife told me 2-3 hours into this that the whole apartment smelled like this fragrance. So short-term wearing for this review, don't get me wrong, but I was just so compelled to talk to you guys about this one that I had to press record, sit down, and have a conversation later into the day since it's had time to develop and really dry down on my skin, and I got some feedback from my wife as well. Performance on this one is just, it's very, very beastly. Final thoughts on Joop Homme Le Parfum. I mean, night and day different and better than the original. I have Joop Homme Absolute, which is a complete departure from this. It's more of a spicy fragrance. I have Joop Homme Ice, again, complete departure, minty fresh, plum, juicy fruit, woods. They're all just kind of their own fragrance, really. They don't really tie too much into the DNA. This one does a little bit, but the scent profile on this one, if you're a fan of iris and you like sweet fragrances, this is one of the best ones I've tried in a long time. I think this is outstanding. I really do. I can't even believe I'm about to give this what I'm about to give this, but Joop Homme Le Parfum is a 9 out of 10 fragrance. This stuff is fan-frickin-tastic. I don't know how easy it would be to get a sample. I'll have the link to where I got it from on Amazon down below if you guys want to check it out. It was sub $50, $47 and some change. I'm super happy to have this one. This one moving forward, the rest of this cooler weather season, this is staying on my rotation table. And I'm probably going to be wearing this one again later in the week. At the recording of this, it's Sunday. Probably before the week's out, I'll be wearing this one again because I love this. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Joop Homme Le Parfum. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this one? What do you think about it? Are you a fan of it like I am? I mean, this is that gold metallic just shining off of there. It just looks so good. And I got to tell you guys, it smells fantastic. I'm so impressed by this fragrance. This is kind of a dark horse random pickup. Just randomly out of the blue, I decided to pick it up. It's one of the best things I've picked up in quite a while. It is phenomenal if you like sweet and floral. I don't find it too feminine, but I can see where a lot of guys would, but it suits my taste. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on Joop Homme Le Parfum and you give it a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.